in the airport, smoking mad naughty. Suck my.
DD Osama was caught lacking by the ops and violated with his mom. The fans are going crazy over this new clip. This story has layers that'll make your head spin. So I need you to sit back and relax because we're going to break this whole thing down for you. Trust me, it gets crazier as we go. To understand how these ops were even able to find him in the first place, we have to take it back to where it all started. DD Osama's street background. Sugar Hill's rising star. Before we get into what went down at that airport, let me break down who DD Osama really is and where he comes from. Understanding his background is key to understanding why this situation was so disrespectful. David Deshaun Reyes, known as DD Osama, is from Sugar Hill in Harlem, New York. Now, when I say Sugar Hill, I ain't talking about no sweet neighborhood. This is one of the most dangerous blocks in Manhattan, where young dudes have been getting into it for decades. DD reps OY, which stands for Original Youngins, and they also go by OGZ in some areas. This gang was formed after a split from a bigger organization called the Young Gunners, or YGs, back in the mid-2000s. The OY mainly operates out of Sugar Hill, but they have sets all over Harlem and the Bronx. Now, DD wasn't always in the streets heavily like that. He and his brothers Jay Starbala and Notti Osama grew up with their mother Crimsley Martinez, who worked in real estate. Their father wasn't really in the picture, so it was mainly their mom holding it down. But the streets of Sugar Hill don't care about your family situation. When you're from that area, you either get down or you get got. DD and his brothers ended up following their older brother Jay Starbala into the OY lifestyle, throwing up gang signs and getting active in the neighborhood politics. The crazy thing is, DD actually started getting into music because of his little brother Notti. Notti was the one who started rapping first, dropping tracks on SoundCloud when he was only 11 years old. DD saw his little brother's talent and decided to join him. Together, they started building a buzz in the New York drill scene. But being from Sugar Hill and repping OY meant they had automatic beef with multiple gangs across the city. The OYs have been going at it with gangs like 4-1, YGs from the Bronx, Sevside, and many others. This beef goes back years, way before DD even started rapping. Now, let's talk about who really caught DD at that airport. This wasn't just some random dude trying to get clout. The person who pressed DD goes by the name Curry, and he's affiliated with YGs, specifically the 700 set from Washington Heights. The YGZ, or Young Gunners, are the original gang that the OYs split from back in the day. So this beef between DD's people and Curry's people goes way deeper than just rap music. We're talking about a decade plus of street politics, bodies dropping, and real hatred between these sets. Curry and his people from 700 have been going at it with Sugar Hill OYs for years. They lost homies to this beef. They've done time because of this beef. And they've been dissing each other's dead friends long before DD Osama was even famous. But what made this situation at the airport so personal was what happened to DD's little brother, Notti. See, Curry wasn't just some random op. He was connected to the same street politics that got Notti killed in the first place. To understand why this airport situation was so disrespectful, you have to understand what happened to Notti Osama and how his death affected DD and his whole family. On July 9th, 2022, 14-year-old Ethan Reyes, known as Notti Osama, was with DD earlier in the day. They had been hanging out, probably working on music, or just spending time together like brothers do. Around 2 p.m. on July 9th, 2022, DD Osama and his younger brother, Notti Osama, went their separate ways after spending time together. DD had some business to attend to, while Notti planned to meet up with two friends. Little did DD know that this decision would haunt him for the rest of his life, as it was the last time he would see his little brother alive. At approximately 3 p.m., Notti and his friends were walking near 137th Street and Broadway when they encountered a 15-year-old named Kelvin Martinez, known on the streets as K. Dot. Martinez was affiliated with the 700 set, the same crew that Curry represents. Recognizing Martinez as an enemy, Notti chose to confront him instead of letting the encounter pass. Armed with a broomstick, Notti and his friends chased Martinez into the subway station. They cornered him on the northbound platform of the 1 train at 137th Street City College Station and began to attack him with the broomstick, believing they had him trapped. However, Martinez was not going down without a fight. He pulled out a knife and stabbed Notti in the abdomen, puncturing his liver. In retaliation, one of Notti's friends stabbed Martinez. During the chaos, Notti managed to push Martinez onto the train tracks. While Martinez was able to escape and get up, Notti collapsed on the subway staircase. Notti was rushed to Mount Sinai Morningside Hospital, but succumbed to his injuries shortly after. He was just 14 years old. The incident was captured on surveillance cameras, allowing police to identify Martinez quickly. He was arrested the same day and initially charged with second-degree murder. However, those charges were later reduced to first-degree manslaughter. In October 2022, all charges against Martinez were dropped when the Manhattan District Attorney's Office concluded they couldn't prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Martinez wasn't acting in self-defense. They determined that Notti and his friends had been the aggressors in the situation. This outcome devastated DD and his family. Not only had they lost Notti, but they also felt let down by the justice system for allowing his killer to walk free. Fast forward to a recent incident at an airport where DD Osama was traveling with his mother, Crimsley Martinez. They were likely heading to a show or business meeting when they crossed paths with Curry, a member of the YG's 700 set. Some might consider this a coincidence, but in the streets, there are no coincidences. Curry may have known DD would be at the airport or simply stumbled upon him. Regardless, when Curry saw DD with his mother, he seized the opportunity to disrespect them in a deeply hurtful way.
Smoking mad naughty. Suck my. Smoking your brother. Your brother. You know what's going on. Everything for Wulati. Smoking naughty. You're not smoking on Wu.
In a video that surfaced online, Curry approached DD and his mother, speaking loudly enough for everyone around to hear. He taunted them by saying phrases like, "Smoking mad naughty, DD smoking your brother." It was a blatant disrespect aimed directly at Notti's memory, right in front of DD's mother. Despite her attempts to intervene and tell Curry to stop, he continued his tirade, insisting that your brother know what's going on, while further disrespecting Notti's legacy. This incident highlights the ongoing tensions and brutal realities of street life that continue to affect families long after a tragedy occurs. You could see the pain in DD Osama's mother's eyes as she listened to someone mock her deceased child. In that moment, DD felt compelled to confront Curry, the individual disrespecting his brother's memory, but his manager and security quickly intervened. They understood that if DD reacted impulsively, he could face arrest and potentially be placed on a no-fly list, jeopardizing his burgeoning career. DD had to stand there and endure the disrespect while Curry continued to violate Notti's memory right in front of his mother. You could tell DD was furious, but he recognized the stakes and chose not to act out. Curry taunted him further, saying things like, "Pick your brother up and I would have crashed out," implying that he would have responded with violence if someone had disrespected his deceased friend in such a way. But DD felt trapped and unable to respond. Throughout the ordeal, DD's mother attempted to de-escalate the situation, likely fearing for her son's safety and career. She understood that one wrong move could cost DD everything he had worked hard for. The aftermath of the confrontation was swift. A video of the incident went viral the next day, eliciting mixed reactions. Some criticized DD for not defending his brother's honor, labeling him as weak. Others praised him for being smart and avoiding a potentially career-ending altercation. In the streets, however, perception is crucial. Allowing someone to disrespect a deceased brother in front of their mother without retaliation can haunt an individual indefinitely. DD's sister took to Instagram Live after the video surfaced, attempting to defend her brother by asserting their family's resilience. However, the damage was already done. The video had been shared widely by major hip-hop blogs, and the comments were harsh. Many mocked DD for walking away, arguing he should have confronted Curry on the spot, regardless of the consequences. In contrast, DD's older brother, J-Star Bala, defended him on social media, stating that DD made the right decision by not reacting. He emphasized that their mother didn't feel threatened and that DD was being wise by prioritizing his career over fleeting clout. This situation illustrates the difficult position young drill rappers find themselves in. On one hand, they must maintain street credibility to keep their fan base and respect in their communities. On the other hand, they have careers and financial stability to protect. DD Osama was caught in a no-win scenario. If he had reacted as the streets expected, he risked arrest and derailing his career. But by walking away, he appeared weak to some of his supporters. Curry was aware of this dynamic. He chose a public setting for his calculated disrespect, knowing DD couldn't retaliate without serious repercussions. The airport incident only intensified an ongoing feud between OY and YG that extends far beyond music. It's about territory, respect, and a history of violence on both sides. Curry and his crew from 700 have been mocking Notti since his passing through songs and social media posts that reference his death and manner of killing. While DD and his associates have responded with their own diss tracks, the airport confrontation demonstrated that tensions remain high in real life, not just within music. Despite the viral video's negative impact on some people's perception of him, DD Osama's career has continued to flourish. He has garnered millions of views on his music videos and received bookings for shows nationwide, with major labels expressing interest in him. However, the airport incident will always be a blemish on his reputation in the streets. All right, everyone. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the situation in the comments below. That's all I have for you today. Stay safe, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.